Hello friends, welcome to our program for grade 10. Today we are going to look at the first part of a series of programs on factors of polynomials. So let's start. First of all, we are going to see what is a polynomial, what do we mean by the degree of a polynomial, and how to perform long division with polynomials. Now, you should be familiar with factorizing quadratic expressions and solving quadratic equations. You've done that already in grade 9 and in mathematics grade 10, okay? And of course, you should know what do we mean by numerical factors and remainders. Now, just a quick recap. A term is made up of two parts, the number part, which is also known as the coefficient, and the variable part. Let's see an example. 2x squared. The 2 here, that's the number part. And the x squared, that's the variable part. Now, what do we mean by polynomial? Well, a polynomial is simply a combination of many terms. You know what a term is now? These terms are joined together by addition or subtraction. But here you need to be careful. Why? Because the term has only positive integer exponents, and the operations involved are addition, subtraction, and multiplication. Okay? Now, let's see some examples of polynomials. 3x minus 2. Now, the power with the x, that's 1. Okay? So, 1 is a positive integer. Therefore, it is a polynomial. X squared plus 5x plus 4. That's another example of polynomials. X power 5 plus 7x cubed minus 5x plus 6. Now, look at this one. You've got x power 4 plus 3x cubed plus 8, and this expression is multiplied by x plus 2. Now, is this a polynomial? Yes, it is, because you can multiply, but you cannot divide. So these are polynomials because the powers of the variables are positive, okay, they are integers, and there is no division. Now, are the following expressions polynomials? You've got 5 parts here, okay? Part A, 5x plus 2. Part B, 2x power minus 2 plus 3x minus 7. Part C, x power half plus x cubed plus 8x minus 9. Part D, x power 5 minus 9x cubed minus 5, and the whole is divided by x plus 3. And part E, 2x squared plus 4x, and the whole is divided by 2x. Okay, we'll take one by one. Now, part A, 5x plus 2, is it a polynomial? Yes, it is. Why? Because the power of the variable is 1, and 1 is a positive integer. Now, look at part B. 2x power minus 2 plus 3x minus 7. Is this one a polynomial? Well, with the x, you've got, so 3x, that's x power 1. 1 is a positive integer, so that's okay. But what about this one? X power negative 2. This is not a positive integer, right? It is a negative integer. Therefore, this expression is not a polynomial. Part C. Now, we have x power half plus x cubed plus 8x minus 9. Is this a polynomial? Well, let's see. You've got 8x here. So 8x, that's x power 1. 1 is a positive integer, so we are okay with that. X cubed, the power is 3. Okay, so 3 is a positive integer. We are okay with that. But what about this one? You've got x power half. Half is positive, I agree with you. But is half an integer? No, half is a fraction. Okay, so this expression is not a polynomial. Now look at this one. X power 5 minus 9x cubed minus 5. Is it a polynomial when you divide it by x plus 3? Well, no, it's not a polynomial. Why? Because we have division. Now, look at this one. You've got 2x squared plus 4x, and the whole is divided by 2x. Is this a polynomial? Well, we shall be tempted to say that no, it's not a polynomial, right? Why? Because we have division. But if we look at this expression carefully, we can divide the 2x squared by 2x, and we can divide the 4x by 2x, okay? So if we divide the numerator by 2x, we shall get x plus 2. So is this now a polynomial? Yes, it is a polynomial. Now, what do we mean by the degree of a polynomial? Well, the degree of a polynomial is simply the value of the greatest exponent or the greatest power of the variable in the expression. What do we mean by that? Let's take an example. It will be easier for you to understand. Now, in this polynomial, we have 5x power 6 minus 3x power 5 plus 2x plus 8. Okay, what is the value of the greatest power? Well, you have 2x, so that's x power 1. Here you've got x power 5 and x power 6. Which one is the greatest? X power 6. So the degree of this polynomial will be 6. This one, that's simple, right? You've got x power 1 here, x power 2, so 2 is greater than 1, therefore the degree of the polynomial is 2. Now, what about this one? You've got x power 2 plus 6x plus 3 power 5. If we look at only at the powers, well, 5 is greater than 2, okay? But 5 is the 5 with a variable? No, okay? So the degree of the polynomial is 2. Why? Because the value of the greatest power here is 2 and not 5. Be careful. Now, when you write a polynomial, you always start with the highest degree to the left, and then you go to the lowest degree. What do we mean by that? Okay, look at this polynomial. You've got minus 3x power 5 plus 5x power 6 minus 8 plus 2x. When you write it, you should always start with the term having the highest degree. So here, the term with the highest degree is 5x power 6. But just be careful when you're going to write it, okay? You always look at the signs. So here, before the 5x6, you've got a positive, so you need to write it as a positive. But here, before the 3x power 5, you've got a negative, so you need to put the negative. Okay? Just be careful with the signs. Now, what do we mean by a polynomial equation? Well, a polynomial equation is an equation where the polynomial is equal to 0. So that's straightforward. 5x plus 2, that's a polynomial. You equate it to 0 and you have a polynomial equation. 0, which is equal to 2x squared plus 3x minus 7, that's also a polynomial equation. And here you've got x cubed plus 2x squared plus 5x equal to 9. Is this a polynomial equation? Well, it is actually. Why? Because you can rewrite it as x cubed plus 2x squared plus 5x minus 9 equal to 0. Now, long division with polynomials. That's important, so you need to get it well. Okay, suppose that we have p of x, which is equal to x squared plus 6x plus 4, and we need to divide it by x plus 2. How are we going to do it? Well, first of all, you're going to rewrite the division. What do I mean by that? Well, simply you write the polynomial that's x squared plus 6x plus 4, the division, you know how to write it, and you will divide by what? You will divide by x plus 2, so the x plus 2 comes here. Okay, that's simple. And then what do we need to do? Well, you will divide the x with the highest power. In our case, the x with the highest power in our polynomial is x squared. So we will divide this x squared by x. X squared divided by x is x. Just be careful where you will place the x. It should always be aligned. Okay? So the x comes here and not here. Right? And then what do we need to do? Well, you will multiply this x by x plus 2. So when you multiply x by x plus 2, what do we have? Well, x times x, that's x squared, and x times 2 is 2x. Simple, okay? What do we do next? Well, you will subtract the x squared plus 2x from x squared plus 6x plus 4. Okay, now how do we subtract? Well, x squared minus x squared, that's 0. You don't need to put anything here. Okay, because it's 0, so you don't have to put anything here. 6x minus 2x, that's 4x. Okay, do we stop here? No, because you've got a plus 4 over here. Okay, so what do we need to do? You carry it down. So that will be 4x plus 4. Do we stop here? No. Why? Because 4x, we can divide it by x. So, the same procedure again. That is, you will divide 4x by x. So, 4x divided by x, that's 4. And then, what do we need to do? Well, you will multiply the 4 by x plus 2. So that will be what? You will get 4 times x, that's 4x, and 4 times 2 is 8. And then what do we need to do? Well, you will subtract the 4x plus 8 from 4x plus 4. Okay? When you subtract 4x minus 4x, that's 0. As I said before, you don't need to put the 0. And 4 minus 8, that will give you negative 4. Do we stop here? Yes. Why? Because you can't divide 4 by x. Okay? So the negative 4, that's what we call the remainder. The x plus 2, that's the divisor, and x plus 4 is the quotient. Simple, right? So when we divide p of x, which is equal to x squared plus 6x plus 4 by x plus 2, we have a quotient of x plus 4 with a remainder of negative 4. Let's take another example. Okay, look at this one. Now, divide p of x, which is equal to x cubed plus 3x squared plus 4 by x squared minus 2. How are we going to do it? Well, you will write it as the division, okay? So that's x cubed plus 3x squared. Now, here you will see that I have put 0x. Why? Because here you don't have any x, okay? So just put it here, 0x plus 4. And then what do we need to do? Well, we do the x cubed, we will divide by x squared. So x cubed divided by x squared, that's x. Don't forget to align it. Now you see the importance of putting the 0x. So here it is x. And then what do we need to do? Well, you will multiply x by x squared. So x times x squared is x cubed. Always align it. And then x times negative 2, that's negative 2x. Simple, okay? And then what do we need to do? Well, we will subtract. So x cubed minus x cubed, that's 0. We don't need to put it. And 0 minus 2x, that will be positive 2x, okay? But this one, the 3x squared, what will you do with it? You will just carry it down. So that will be 3x squared plus 2x, and same for the 4, you will carry it down as well. And then what do we need to do? Well, same procedure again. So that will be 3x squared divided by x squared, which will give you 3. And then, well, you will multiply 3 times, so that's 3 times x squared, which is 3x squared, and then 3 times negative 2, which will give you negative 6. And then what do we need to do? Well, we need to subtract. So when we subtract 3x squared minus 3x squared, that's 0. 4 minus 6, you've got a minus here as well, so that's 4 minus 6, which is plus 10. Now, what about the 2x? Well, you will carry it down here. So you have 2x plus 10. Can we divide that by x squared? No, you can't. So you need to stop here. Right, so when we divide p of x, which is equal to x cubed plus 3x squared plus 4 by x squared minus 2, what do we have? We have x plus 3. How do we call that? It is a quotient and a remainder of 2x plus 10. Right. Now, suppose that we want to divide 28 by 5. How are we going to do it? Well, that's what you did in primary, okay? So 28 divided by 5. How many 5 do you have in 28? Well, I know that 5 times 5, that's 25. Therefore, I have 5 in 28. So I put the 5 here, okay? And 5 times 5 is 25. And then what do we need to do? Well, you will subtract, so 28 minus 25, that's 3. Okay, so we can say that 28 is simply 5 times 5 plus 3. Okay, so generally, the dividend, in our case it is 28, it will be equal to the quotient. In our case it is 5 times the divisor, which is 5, plus the remainder, which is 3. So 5 times 5 is 25, and 25 plus 3 is 28. Now, a few exercises for you to practice. Question number 1, divide p of x, which is equal to x squared minus 5x plus 7 by x minus 2. Question number 2, divide f of x, which is equal to 2x cubed minus 4x squared plus 3x minus 5 by x plus 3. And question number 3, you have to perform the following division. Part A, x squared plus 7x minus 4 divided by x minus 2. For x cubed minus 5x plus 7 divided by x plus 1. And finally, x power 5 minus 3x cubed plus 4x minus 1 divided by x minus 5. Here are a few links where you can get additional information on what we have discussed today. Right, so today we have learned about polynomials. We have seen together what is a polynomial, what do we mean by the degree of a polynomial, and then we have performed long division with polynomials. Okay, we have worked a few examples for you. Now, what you need to do is to work out the exercises in your textbook. You can ask your teacher, your parents, your friends for help if need be. Okay, right, so we have reached the end of our program. Until we meet again, it's goodbye for now.